Hello and welcome to this 20-minute joint lubricating yoga flow. We're going to be using a chair, and that's really all you need, a chair and your body. You can leave on your socks, you can take them off, you can wear shoes for this too if you want. I like to wiggle my toes, I like to spread my toes, it helps with balance, but you choose, yoga's choice. If I ever say anything that doesn't feel good in your body, you're welcome to do something else, to modify, to back off, to choose a different variation. It's your body, you know best. To begin with, we're going to do a little bit of a hand motion and intention setting. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and tap your index finger to your thumb. Then tap your middle finger to your thumb, then tap your ring finger to your thumb, and then the little finger. And we're going to continue this motion. Just going through the fingers, tapping them to the thumb. And as we do this, I want you to repeat, I am here now. I am here now. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling and maybe bend over to the left. Or maybe you just want to reach up towards the sky. Lateral spine movement, a stretch through the side. Bend towards the other side, or maybe reach the arm up, just up towards the ceiling. Maybe twinkle your fingertips, roll your wrist. Inhale the arms up to horizontal and exhale them down. Inhale them out to the side and then exhale them down. Almost like your breath is moving the arms, inhaling them up and exhaling them down. Then we're going to roll the wrists a little bit, lubricating the wrist joint, such an important one for writing, for daily tasks. The synovial fluid in the joints, and it helps lubricate all the little joints. So you can move all your fingers, maybe wave, maybe wiggle, maybe you want to play an invisible piano. And then we're going to bend at the elbows. You choose how you want to do this. There's so many ways in which we could bend the elbows. I'm going to choose this kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger move, where I pretend to lift invisible weights. And then inhale the arms out to the side again to horizontal and exhale them down. Then inhale them out front and exhale them down. Continue like this, inhaling them up to horizontal by the side, exhaling them down, inhaling them up towards the front and exhaling them down. And then if your shoulders allow it, inhale them all the way up, not just to horizontal, really getting a full range of motion here. Only if it feels okay, there should never be pain. Going to the front and out to the side, getting into the shoulders. The shoulders are such a mobile joint, can do a lot of mobility. Bring the left hand to our right knee and look over our right shoulder for a twist, a spinal twist, getting into all those little vertebrae. Lifting back up through the center and twisting to the other side. Bring the right hand to the left knee, looking over the left shoulder if that feels okay. We're also getting a little bit of mobility through the neck here. Coming back through to center. And then we're going to roll our ankles. The ankle joint is the wrist of the foot, if you will. Inhale the knee up and exhale it down. Just continuing like this, like you're walking, but sitting on the chair. And then bending at the knee, straightening the leg, forward and back, like you're pushing a drawer shut with your foot while you sit at your desk. And don't forget to breathe as we do this. And then you can maybe experiment with opening the hip to one side. So whenever you lift the knee, you can open up to the side a little bit. This helps us get into the hip joint. Very important joint of the body as well for daily activities. You can use your hands for assistance whenever you need it. Beautiful. Quick break for me to pet my cat Maru. He's wild. He's very cute. Shake out all your body parts, and then we're just going to tilt the right ear over the right shoulder and slowly roll the chin down towards the chest. Rolling over to the other side until left ear is over left shoulder. So just tracing almost like a smiley face with your nose. A half circle. You don't have to go too far back. The neck is a very tender, vulnerable area, so we don't want to overdo it. Lots of important wiring in the neck. Try to make this delicious. Beautiful. Bend our knee, our right knee, and put your right ankle on top of your left leg if that feels accessible. If not, you can always slide the ankle further down your left leg. We're gonna open up the hip a little more. Wherever you're at, try to get your knee down a little bit and flex the foot towards the knee, the top foot towards the knee. Breathe here. It's a lot for the hip. You do not have to push too hard. It's more about that edge where you feel some sensation, never pain. Breathe and tune into the sensation. And then you can bring your hand to your knee once more, opposite hand to the knee, and twist to the other side of where your foot is facing. Pigeon pose with a spinal twist. And then you can release that leg down on the ground, maybe shake out the feet a little bit. And then you can cross the other foot over to the other side of your body, crossing the midline, and resting your ankle on top of your knee. Or if you want, sliding it a little bit further down the leg, seeing what feels okay for your personal body, for your unique body. Wherever you are, rest your ankle on your leg. And then you can push the knee down a little bit. Imagine drawing it closer to the earth and flex the foot. Pigeon pose. You might want to bring your hands to your heart like I'm doing here. Maybe you want to keep them at the hips. And then just breathe into the sensation of your joint getting some action. Again, we're going to take that twist now to the other side. So the opposite hand goes to the knee. One hand behind you. Breathe. Beautiful. And then you can release this. We're going to take eagle arms, so you can bring your arms out in front of you and grab opposite shoulder with opposite hand for a variation of eagle arms. And at first, we're just going to breathe here. Notice how this feels for your shoulder joints, your elbows, maybe even your wrists and fingers. And on an inhale, bend just a teeny weeny bit into your back, and exhale, round a little bit. the tiniest bit of motion. We're gonna slowly increase the amount of arching and rounding we do through the back. A little bit does the trick to begin with. And now perhaps on an inhale you wanna deepen the back bend just a tad, rounding your back a little bit more, getting into all the tricky areas, the sticky parts of your spine. Make it feel nice. It should never feel uncomfortable. Exhale, round the back, and inhale, arch the back. Getting into the spine in a different way. Waking up all those vertebrae from the lumbar spine all the way at the bottom to the spine up by your neck, which is called the cervical spine. Beautiful. And then you can float your arms down to your side. Maybe tap your feet on the ground. And then we're going to come to standing. You want to make sure that you have your chair next to you so you can always use it for balance. And then your right foot will point towards the chair, your right hand holding onto the chair. Your left foot goes back behind you, feet on separate tracks so they're wide, allow some space for your hips in between them. Fifth, the hips are facing forward towards your chair, and you choose if you want to hold on to the backrest or if you want to bring your hand to the seat, raising your left hand up and over for a triangle pose. You can keep a micro bend in your legs. And this twist is really coming from the spine near your chest, so not your lower spine. Bring both hands to the seat of your chair for a halfway lift. Breathe here, nice long spine, lots of integrity, lots of alignment. And then step your other foot back behind you, maybe walking the feet a little bit first. Make sure they're on separate tracks, separate railroad tracks again. Lots of space for your hips. Dial the hips forward and down. Place your hand on the backrest or the seat of the chair and lift the other arm up towards the sky. Maybe looking up. Twisting from the thoracic spine, so the spine by your chest. Exhale the hand down to the seat. Step your feet together. Halfway lift. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, cat pose. So just what we did before with eagle arms, coupling this with your own breath. Exhale, round, and inhale, arch. Cat cow on the chair. This might feel a little bit different than before. It's okay. The body's in a different position now. Maybe it will feel a little bit more awkward. Bend into your knees. Bring your hands to your hips and stand up all the way tall. Bring both arms out in front of you and look at your hands almost like you're reading a paper. Bend into your knees. And on an exhale, round forward through your spine. And inhale, pick something invisible up and stand up all the way tall, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, bend into the legs, round forward, pick something up. Inhale, lift it up, slight back bend, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend into the legs, round forward, pick it up. And inhale, stand straight. Maybe a slight back bend. Keep going like this. We're using a lot of different joints at the same time. Shake it out, release this. And then make sure your trusty chair is nearby. Lift your right leg off the ground, bending at the knee. And maybe you have the balance to hold on to your knee with one or both hands. The chair is there if you need it. And then open up the hip to the right. Either staying here, or if you want to, you can place your foot on the chair. So we're trying to get a hip opening here. And then lift it off the chair again, or close the legs, bring them back together, shake it out. We're going to go take this on the other side. So you can come to the other side of your chair, lifting off with the left foot this time, the left leg, bending into the left knee, maybe holding onto the knee with one or both hands. And then opening that knee out towards the left side, either staying here balancing or maybe setting it onto the chair. Breathe. Lift the foot off the chair again, close your legs, and release this pose. Maybe you want to shake it out a little bit more crazy this time. I shook it out so much my screen was shaking. And then we're gonna just tilt our hips to one side and to the other, exploring the range of motion we have in our lower back today. And then tilt them forward and backwards so we can connect all these dots and move our hips in a round fashion, like a coffee grinder. One way and the other. And then come to standing so you're facing your chair. Hold on to the backrest. Bring your arm out in front of you, the one that's not holding onto the chair. And lift the heels off the ground and then come back down. Blown palm pose. So you might be swaying a little bit like a palm tree in the wind. But we'll take this on the other side, so come to the other side of your chair. Lift the other arm this time, and then on an inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, set the heels back down. Do this as gently and as consciously as you can. We're getting into the toes, the heels, the calves. Release this. Come back to a comfortable seat on your chair. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. And maybe flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Feel into your body. How are your joints feeling now? Can you feel the neck, the shoulder joints, the vertebrae all down your back, your hips, your knees, your ankles, your toe joints, your elbows, your wrists, and all the little joints in your fingers. Bring a smile to the lips. Thank yourself for showing up in this way on the mat today, for taking some time to lubricate your joints. Thank you for practicing with me today. I appreciate your time. If you like this video, press the like button, comment down below, and share this video, as well as subscribe and click the little bell icon. It tickles the algorithm and it helps me out a lot. Thank you.